Hello. So, if you guys don't know, a while back I had an announcement that I was going to make a short and it was going to release either sometime late this year or next year. Plot twist, it's actually been canceled. I think for the most part, or probably on a really long hiatus. I wasn't really expecting this project to be as time consuming as it is. We're not even done with the storyboarding part of it, honestly. Me and my friend have been making this for I think around a few months, maybe a month. We actually worked on the storyboards. We're not even fully finished with the story, but essentially, what the plot was supposed to be, it was supposed to center around this Cactus Cop, and the whole entire joke was that, oh, it's supposed to be at this fake funeral. So you can see here that there's like a warden in the background, and then this one guy, you just like and there's like people surrounding Cactus Cop's grave, and he even has children in a little cactus. So we go to the next scene, and it goes to him tapping on the mic, zooms, like it's supposed to like zoom in. You could tell that you could tell that he's like fucking distraught. He's like his hands are visibly shaking. He's like fumbling over his cards. His cards just fall out. Like, this is just a face of a depressed man. And then it's supposed to be like this POV shot where it's supposed to be like through the eyes of him. And then he's like looking at his cards, and then there's just more and more cards that just fall. But an emphasis on the fact that he's just so fucking sad over this death, and you can see the guy that was off to the side, he's just looking at him just like, oh fuck. He's in some deep shit. Then it goes to him bending down, and he's just like and he's like scampering over his cards, and then he's trying to pick it up, and they just keep on scampering away. Just I wanted this scene to be as fucking depressing as it as it could be. Then it goes to this shot. It's like an up shot, and it shows him with the cards, and then he's just like, it should have been me. It should have been me. And then it shows him getting up. It shows the table first, but it shows him slowly getting up. He's like adjusting the mic, wipes his eye. His face starts here, then it breathes out, then it moves back to this face, and then he tosses away the cards. Like, it's supposed to be the most fucking cliche shit you've ever seen, and I've been trying to like mimic that really stereotypical like cop movie vibe where it's just checking out all the fucking cliches from those movies. And that's like the whole entire joke of it. It's supposed to be like overly serious, the most stereotypical thing you've ever seen, but with a very absurd premise that I'll get to shortly. But he's up on here. Guy's still like fucking yikes. But it's like, he was a good man, like every cop should be. Then there's like a behind the shot to make it even more fucking like impactful, and there's like there's supposed to be like a news team there, or like a bunch of people, because I'm supposed to get this picture of that this person was like really important. It shows like flashes or whatever, and it's like, out of all my men, he was the most reliable. And then here's a side shot, and then he said he did what had to be done. And then like this image right here is like him staring off and then closing his eye. And then what's supposed to happen is that he's supposed to slide in this direction off screen and then introduce this scene. Yeah, my friend, he did like the car sketches, and the guy right next to him, I think you can tell where my friend came in to draw. That may seem mean, but it's really not. We just have different styles of drawing. Yeah, he was a great help on this. I really appreciate it. You can see that there's like, it's like a flashback. There's like bullets blaring by. It's supposed to be like this epic shootout. Yeah, it introduces memory from left, and then he's like, shit, we need backup. And there's like there's like gunshots in the background going pew pew, and then it's like 5-man arm, 1 hostage, and then someone taps him on the shoulder, and then he's like, oh. And then of course here's this infamous Cactus Man. Honestly, I don't think this whole entire concept would work if it was just me, because my friend came up with the sketch of what Cactus Man would be, so he pretty much put all this the whole entire idea together. Oh my god, it's Officer Prickly. But like, was it supposed to be like Officer Prickly? It was supposed to be like Officer Prickly. Like he's just like squealing. And then this part right here, I think was gonna be the one that fucking sucked the most. And it was Officer Prickly rolls over the car with exaggerated swagger, and the thing that I was going to do with that was literally just rotoscope someone like trying to roll over a car, like you know what they do in like cop movies and all that. But oh my god, there's like another scene that I actually did rotoscope, and it was a fucking pain. So I was probably regretting doing like a rotoscope idea for like several scenes just to add just a funny element to it. Oh yeah, and then he gets up from rolling off the car, and then he's just like, Oh yeah, and then it's just like, not one step closer, Prickle Dick. And it's supposed to be like shows him first, then it reveals the arm, and then like all the rest of his guys are running away because you know, in this situation, I feel like they would just be, you know, bitches and just like ditch whoever is in like this heist with them. Cut that sexy face off. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then he just like cries from that insult. I mean, would it really be an insult? I just think that's more funnier if he just got upset because somebody complimented him. Like, I don't know why I made him look like, I don't know why I made the robber look like fucking Jesse Pinkman, but oh yeah, he like picks him up, has like a veiny ass arm, and he's like, oh, get the fuck off me, and then like the hostage is just fucking staring up. Yeah, then then he's just like, oh, because he just gets fucking thrown, he gets bodied. Yeah, he drops in view of between the guy's legs, and it's supposed to be like so menacing. By the way, this is not a shadow of his penis, it's the shadow of him, but it's supposed to like appear as if it's that, but it's not. Oh yeah, and then I just put recreate this scene, which I did, and I'll put it up on screen. But I really loved going through there and just rotoscoping the fuck out of this scene. Like I think I did a pretty good job on it. And then my friend thought that was a good idea to add fucking fuzzy cuffs. And of course I drew him double cheeked up because why not? Yeah, he's basically just on the floor like, oh. Oh yeah, and then this part was like, please, for the love of God, I'll cooperate, just get off of me. This was supposed to be a premise that we would have explored more as the short went on, where at the very end it's revealed that like this whole entire time it's supposed to be like this guy, like the title isn't supposed to be Cactus Cop, but we just labeled it as Cactus Cop, and the whole entire thing was that that it's supposed to be like this guy that looks like a cactus, but it's not revealed yet that he is actually a cactus, like without like, you know, the features or whatever. It's just a real life cactus, not like a cartoony cactus, just a real life one. So when he says, please, for the love of God, I'll cooperate, just get off of me, there was supposed to be a scene in the middle where it's revealed that there's like an open casket, and then it's revealed that it's just a regular ass cactus. And then it goes back to the flashbacks to what really happened, and then it was supposed to be like the police officers throws a cactus onto this guy, and then that's why he says, please, for the love of God, I'll cooperate, just get off of me. And I thought that was going to be like a really funny thing to do. But anyway, then it says criminal goes into the cop car. There's like these guys just appear like later on, even in the storyboards. I just like the idea of like these identical sort of FBI agents just coming in randomly. But yeah, but the warden is just like all in a day's work. And he's supposed to act like he fucking did it all, but not really. And then there's like a guy over here that's like trying to steer away the paparazzi. It goes back to present, and then he's just like, who could forget that time at the hospital that I forgot the name of? And then I was like, oh yeah, the hospital for the orphans who have bad diseases. It's supposed to be like this stupid thing where it's just like, oh yeah, you now have to care because not only is it a hospital, but it's a hospital for orphans who have bad diseases. Yeah, but then it zooms in to where the sliding doors are in the hospital, and it was just like person squeezing through sliding door, pushes kid out of the way. He like runs, he's like and then he just like fucking pushes this kid, and it's just like oh and he like runs towards the camera, and it's like boom, out of nowhere. These fucking cops just pop out of nowhere, and they have like different amounts of cigars in their mouth, and they all look identical. And it was like, I was actually expecting you guys to be here when the bomb exploded. And then they like look down at the fucking at the guy, or not the guy, the child, and the child is like foaming at the mouth like and then the doctor is just like, yeah, it kind of does that. To like, because I swear, every single time I go to like a fucking emergency room, the doctors are so like apathetic, and I get it. They deal with death, they deal with patients all fucking day, but like it becomes to a point where they just, it's like they're not even human anymore. Like a patient's sort of like a checklist to them in a way. I'm not trying to like bash on doctors or anything. They probably got a lot of stress or whatever, but at the same time, treat your patients as if they're human beings. Just show an ounce of emotion for that person and what they're going through. You go through 1,000 patients per day, but that doesn't mean that you should just treat them like shit. There's this one time that a patient was crying, and then they're just like, oh, I'm sorry, okay, next patient. And I was just like, what the fuck? But like, how can you be that apathetic? I mean, I get it, but still. Just like, just show some humanity. Oh yeah, and then he's just like, I didn't do that to him though. Psst, get the fuck up. Okay, here's the next page. It was supposed to be him running into a hospital, and he's just like and it shows him like double cheeked up, and then he finally arrives, and this guy is just like standing there, and there's like the body from outside being moved in, some continuity, and then it was like, please tell us where 621 is. It was like that's not work appropriate, sir. And it's supposed to be like a joke for a fucking porn website. And and then the guy's just like, what? And then he's just like staring there like and then he's just like, oh yeah, the room, oh yeah, it should be northwest. And then the person's just like, oh, thank you. And it's like, I should get off Discord. If you're in the know, you're in the know. Fuck, I forgot my friend fucking drew a boy kisser in the corner. Great. Yeah, door is closed at first, and then it kicks it open, and the fucking goes like off the hinges. And Cactus Cop is like already there. It's like the joke was like, oh, he was supposed to like run up there and warn everybody, but fucking Cactus Cop was already there. And they're all in like the I had to do it to him pose. On purpose. And then it was like, this bomb is very complex. How you gonna disarm it? Then it just shows like a stick of dynamite just taped to the wall, just really crude. And then it's supposed to be like a close-up shot of fucking it's supposed to be a close-up shot of Cactus Cop. He's like sweating. He's like he's like concentrating really hard. And then he gets up from crouching and he stands. And then and then he just like disarms it by just fucking punching it. God, I love this. I had a lot of fun making this, and sadly that's the last storyboard, but the rest was supposed to be like scenarios that was supposed to happen. I forgot what the scenarios were, but it was like this was just one of the memories, and there was supposed to be like three memories, really absurd situations, and then eventually it would lead to the casket reveal, to where, you know, he was a cactus, and then it reveals those three memories back, but in a way that it's like him being an actual real cactus, which most of the time it would just be like fucking people just lifting around this heavy ass fucking cactus everywhere they go. We actually had a few names for him. It was both Cactus Cop and Officer Prickly. But Officer Prickly was supposed to be like his like human form that everybody thought they knew, or how they idolized him as. And then Cactus Cop was the actual cactus. That's why in this video I interchanged Officer Prickly and Cactus Cop, because they are the same person. But yeah, again, I didn't properly explain that. But but back to explain the memories. For example, the scene where he was just like, "Get off of me," that would have been the scene where like just three cops just like carry around the cactus and then just like throws it on him, and then he's just like, "Ah, fuck." But yeah, that was the storyboards for what's presumably a canceled short that I was supposed to finish, but I just didn't get around to it because multiple things going on, and you know, with school and my work and but yeah, that was the proof of concept for my Cactus Cop idea. Sadly, it'll probably never be a thing. I don't know, unless I have a lot of fucking free time on my hands, which I kind of don't. Well, to the degree of making a whole entire decade short, because I've been limiting myself to like fucking few second shorts. I think the max that I did was like a minute, and I did like the recording of these storyboards, and it took like fucking 7 minutes. And I was just like, holy shit, that's gonna take like a fucking year to do. I really hope that you guys like my little narrations and commentary, I guess, over a canceled plot that I tried to do for a short. Like if you want to, subscribe if you want to, even comment if you want to. I don't care. You do you, and have a good day.